All right, I've been away for a while, and I'm in a mood. And you know me, I always forget that, like YouTube protocol. Push your buttons or whatever, like and subscribe. There's not going to be any fancy video, 1,000 frames per second breakdowns and all that. I'm getting tired of all that shit. Well, I'm not tired of it. I just sitting around going, well, I should show this. I should show this player doing that. They're all doing this. That doesn't do any good. I finally figured that out. Okay? Because you have to have that internal grasp of, look, golf, C motion, Van Hogen fundamentals, TGM. It's complicated. Okay? So if you don't have a base to go back to, you always have to have a simple picture. Because no matter how smart you think you are, anything can be too complex for you. Okay? Anything. Anybody who tries to make it look like they can do all these computations and figurizations and analogies and while trying to hit a golf ball or trade a stock when the market's going like this or shoot a gun while there's 15 Indians pointing an arrow at you, they're full of shit. But you can train yourself to go back to the simple pictures, okay? So we're in football season. Guess what you're gonna do? Okay? I don't have a football in the house. Okay. And it's baseball season. You know, I love baseball. Okay, but we don't throw a baseball in golf. Football, yes. There's the grip. You understand? Put it on the ground, pick it up, don't think, and throw the damn thing. That's your basic premise. Now, what happened? Well, I reared back, my weight went like this, I put this thing up here, and then I pivoted, I thrust my body, and threw it forward. It's not more complicated than that, except when we go to hit the ball, we go that way with it. Okay? I'm back up a minute. I learned something last night that I didn't know. I was watching the Rams and the 49ers game. Brock Purdy is out because his big toe is screwed up. He's got turf toe. And I was like, oh shit, I watched him the week before. Here, all his passes were high. He can't pivot. Okay? But what's the base of the action? Forget about the toes and everything. I just showed it to you. See? Do this. Do this act without not even trying to get your body and your feet involved. That's what you got to know with the golf swing. Okay. Then you know how everything else, the ground, the feet, everything just gets involved. Okay? Hi, Spam Risk. I don't think I'm going to answer your call. Where are we going with all that? How does it help you with the golf swing? So when I tripped the light right there, I was like, Scotty Scheffler. You know who's an amazing, consistent player. What is he doing? What I've been saying. He swings the golf club up and he swings it down. Okay? Why does his foot slip? It's counterintuitive because he's going like that to that. Back. It's going this way, not this way. Okay? Then he's going that way. Now, he's on his big toe. And throw. That simple. And if I was 6'4", I might even come up with something simpler. Okay? That's your ground base where you got to start. Juan Carlos has contacted me last night and he got me fired up. thinking about senior tour and stuff. He has a lot of ability, especially up here, where that's where this game counts. Okay? So I've covered 100,000 times. Well, not that many, but I put it all out there where I'm just like, look, you don't swing from the inside out. You don't do this. I'm tired of certain people saying, well, you do have to have some pull down and all that shit. Whatever. Okay? The push out is when you start getting body twist and some activity there. Your side, David Webb calls it side bending. I call it an oblique crunch. The really stupid call it rear axis tilt. No. Okay? The bench press. From an overhead view, see, coming down, and then as this stuff goes, you push out that way. It's an extension. You start figuring this stuff out. This guy is doing relatively absolutely nothing. And then that's, I know golf. There's intricacies. We have naturalness, okay? Some people stand like this naturally. You know, I kind of stand like that. Some people stand like this. It's physiques. You're all a little different. But once you have that base, you start learning, well, you know what, if I have to hit that funny shot I don't like, I got to do this with this, or it feels like that. Okay? But you got to get to that level in the first place. Wow, I just said a lot faster than I normally do. Okay? Juan Carlo, the other thing that nobody ever told you, you excite me because you're kind of from the same era as me, a little younger. Part of this inspiration came from my older brother. My older brother's 10 years older than me, so he's 68. Okay? Yeah, I know, I look 41. Go ahead and laugh. He was smart enough to realize when he was 18, 19, he was a 2 handicap, wanted to be a pro, and he just like, he didn't have the temperament. He broke a club a week, okay? And so he literally hasn't played golf in 40 years. We got to talking at my dad's birthday the other day, and he said there's a bunch of guys in his office that are all into golf, okay? And all they talk about is this. How to do this. You know, all the people in the world, because I'm stating from the era we're from. We're from the old Golf Digest malarkey, left arm hand dominant pull, make a swing era, okay? And my older brother just said, you use this hand for everything else, why the hell wasn't the same for the golf swing? I about fell off of my stool. I did not expect it from him. And I was like, send your buddies to my channel. But it's that simple. All this one does, you get it on the club somewhere in here, okay? Not like this, somewhere this way. And the only thing that has to happen is this turns a hair to the right and goes up, and then this one's controlling it. Alright, there's probably going to be a lot more coming at you very soon. But peace out, have a good weekend. And Juan Carlo, get yours. I mean, this is a great cheating device. It helps so many people so fast, but there you go. Get yourself one of those. Don't get your hand too weak. See? How hard is that to do? Yes, there's a little activity up here. When we get together, I'll I'll show it to you. It'll save you a lot of time. Peace out.